Hello again, Gemini. I'm back here to talk about your summer fun. Maybe some romance. I don't know. Let's see what the cards have in store for you. I know that it's been a tough year, and you know, it doesn't feel like usual summer excitement because there's just so much going on that's hard to be happy. You know, I already shuffled these. I don't know why I'm doing this again. On the camera, it's always wonky because I have to be careful with my thumb. My usual announcements, I have moved to my About page, so just make sure that you're aware of the circumstances under which I'm recording this before making any comments that aren't appropriate because I've covered it. And you know, keep in mind that I would never give someone a dislike unless there was something seriously wrong, something that's a learning curve, that you could give me some honest criticism about is fine. But I think karmically it's wrong to give someone a dislike because of a personal preference or because a tarot reader doesn't tell your particular story, because it's impossible to get everybody. I hope that that makes sense to you. I could really use the support. I mean, I'm new and I want to give a lot of free content, but I have to go to work every day. So if I can to do this more, I really do need the support. So please subscribe and like. And you know, if I turn out to be someone that you're not as crazy about as a tarot reader down the road, you can always unsubscribe. But in the meantime, I really could use this for support. So please click. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. So let's see what's happening this summer. Okay, Gemini? All right. Let's see. Well, I like the Sun card. That's always good. All right. The Emperor upside down. Never really good, but this is about you. So it's not about your person, so I'm not going to worry too much, because that's usually really not a fun thing to get when you're getting that for your person. Ooh. It's a big ooh. All right. So, let's see. The reading's starting out with an Ace of Swords, but it is upside down. Looks like you're thinking about, you know, some type of communication or starting something new with somebody, but you're not quite ready to, you know, get that communication rolling just yet. But you're not, you know, if it had been in the upright, it was really going nowhere anyhow. So I like it. It's going towards the sun. The Sun card is a really, really good suggestion that your summer is going to be a really sunny one. I like it. I mean, that's kind of a no duh moment, that you don't need a tarot reader to tell you that. But look at this. You're going to be like youthful and playful, and I see that you have lots of optimism when it comes to going out there and really starting that, you know, the types of communications that might lead to something. Your next card is interesting. It's the Five of Wands, and the you know, I've always looked at this card and went, you know, these people, are they really fighting? It doesn't really look like a serious fight. This looks more like you know, something that you would you know, what comes to mind is like the Little Rascals or Larry, Curly, and Moe, you know, like going, you know, this isn't serious. So I'm thinking that what you're going out and doing is you're going out with this really super playful energy. That's what I'm seeing in this card. I know a 5 generally isn't that happy, but to me, this to me just looks like the sun is shining. You want to go out and you know, and go out and play, you know. So the next line is the Knight of Cups, and that means that you have you feeling adventurous in the sense of bringing you know, some emotion to a situation. You're interested in bringing that to somebody. It's not like in the upright it's going nowhere. Again, it's interesting when you get it on this side with my readings. It's actually going somewhere, but it is not, it's not quite, you're not quite ready to do that just yet. Sort of like with this, the communication, the offering of love or emotion, bringing emotion to the situation, bringing thought. But you are interested in bringing this. Now, since this is more about you, you're the Emperor upside down in this particular case. So I'm seeing that you're making sure that you check it by that part of you that's wise and has been through a lot and understands what needs to take place for any type of romance or getting to know somebody or what the case may be. You want to collaborate with your friends. You know, that's probably wise. You know, if you're going out with your friends, you know, you can keep the environment very light. If you meet somebody or there's somebody in that circle that you want to get to know a little better, this is definitely going to give you a better opportunity to connect with that person, rather than, you know, the whole heaviness of the one-on-one, you know. So maybe this summer there is going to be some, I don't know, are we going to have parties? Are we going to have to be 6 feet apart? Are we going to wear masks? I don't know. I don't know all these things, but I do know that we're not going to stop being who we are. So there's got to be some form of doing that. I don't see this as a pool party or anything, but you know, anything's possible. They have a new form of chlorine, or I don't know. I'm just making it up, you know, that part. I don't know. I'm just trying to imagine, you know, because I want to imagine what summer could be again. Yeah. So, and I think that, you know, I'm getting that feeling because you're probably also thinking about that. You're like, what can I do with my friends to really enjoy the summer while we're dealing with all this? Okay. And this is the Justice card upside down. And this, again, you know, in upside down, in a reverse energy, you've got a lot of, by the way, you've got a lot of arcana here. Look at that. So major arcana, I mean, because they're all arcana, but major arcana. So here you're thinking about connecting with someone on a partnership level. So, but this could be that you're going into some type of a project collaboration, perhaps. That's not for everyone, but so what I see here is that what you want to get started and moving on with somebody could take some negotiation and whatnot. So maybe the person that you're interested in, you know, you first you're like the things that are going on with your friends, there's like that kind of collaboration, and then you have some type of entering into some contract or partnership. So I'm thinking that maybe there's some kind of project going on that you can share with the person that you're interested in. Perhaps you are, you know, doing something together in a collaborative way. And again, something upside down. This time, though, it would have been kind of cool to be upside, because, you know, no matter which way, it's not going out into nowhere. It's not being, you're not just trying to throw some emotion around into the darkness. You're definitely wanting, to give something of an emotional, on an emotional level, from a very youthful point of view. It's kind of fishy, though. You may not feel really comfortable with what it is that you have to offer. So, but you do want to bring something, and you have a youthful energy that you want to bring to this collaboration slash partnership. I really, you know, I'm getting the sense that it could be some type of artistic project, or perhaps creating something. So if it's in a more business sense, it's creative. Anyhow, then what I have here is the Hierophant, which is kind of interesting. He's upright. He's upright like the sun. So these two are to me going to be the strongest. Well, and the Judgment, of course, because that's also right side up. This one is suggesting that there's going to be something traditional, or perhaps serious. But in this position, what I'm thinking is that, you know, in this story, in the context of this story, I'm thinking that whatever that you're doing and in getting yourself involved with this person, you know, you don't have to go directly into some type of romance. You're actually wanting to get to know this person a little better before you even think about, you don't feel comfortable with what you have to give right now, because, you know, what's more important to you is that this could be something that could turn into something more down the road, and you want to honor that. You're not going to just rush into something and risk ruining something that could potentially have a long-term, there could be some long-term plans you could be making with this person down the road. And I think you see that person as a possible partner for life, maybe. So it looks like you have somebody in mind, but for some of you Geminis, it very well could be that you're just going to be out there, you know, playing around with, you know, this, like I said, this energy suggests to me some type of creative project. And along the way, you could be meeting somebody that you want to, you know, consider, but you need to be, check with that wisdom inside yourself. And so they could go either way, but you definitely, whether you're going to meet this person or you already have somebody in mind, you are hoping that it could go in this direction, which is great. And with the overall energy of the Judgment card, I'm going to say that you probably have known this person. Now, if you've never met them before, it could be from a past life, or they could be like somebody that, you know, but you kind of feel the sense of renewal, of starting something over again. So, if it's not someone that you've known and it's a completely new person, and you're not really thinking that it's a past life, then what it is that you have a sense of renewal in your own self. Maybe you've been through quite a bit and you're feeling like, you know what, that, you know, ready to take a chance again kind of feeling, that could go somewhere. And maybe perhaps you haven't felt that way in a while and you're finally opening up. I like it. Let's talk to a couple of the oracle decks here and see what the spirits have to say. I am excited to see what they want to tell us. Okay. Nope, it doesn't want that card. Okay, let's try again. I already pre-shuffled, but okay. Choose your battles. Oh, isn't that funny? Well, you know, like I said, this is a playful battle, but I can see how that could connect with being choosy. You're seeing how this person interacts in an environment of competition, playfulness, that sort of thing. So you are definitely taking some interest on that level. Let's see what else we have. This is the Ella key. Ellie key? ELLE. So I picked the Iris card out. Transformation, change, enchantment. Well, you know what, Judgment, there's a certain amount of renewal. That's kind of a transformative kind of energy at times. So I kind of like that, that this is the overall sense. Enchantment, though, that is really cool. That probably explains a lot why you are drawn towards this person, or you will be drawn towards this person this summer, because they're enchanting in that sense that you feel that connection. So yeah, you don't have to have a past life, but you know, you could have that kind of connection that makes you feel like you've known that person. So that's some interesting additional information from the spirit guides. Let's talk to the angels for a second. I always pull 3 for these. Okay. Finances and career. I kind of saw that collaboration, partnership. Again, I think it's creative, but this suggests to me that that it is you know, not so much an artistic project, although it could be if your career is artistic in nature. That very well could be. Trust. This makes a lot of sense because, you know, you're making a lot. I think it has a lot to do with trusting yourself too. You're actually checking it by your own wisdom here before you open up. So I see that, you know, trust here is a key aspect for you. And honeymoon, well, you know what? I know that there are other cards that could suggest marriage and whatnot like that, but you know, the Hierophant can mean that. So you know, now this summer you're obviously not getting married, and this is a summer reading, but it goes to show that the person that you'll be interacting with, you are looking at as that potential person. And if you're not really interested in finding that right now, there's always that part of you that wonders. So I wouldn't dismiss it outright. Doesn't mean that you're going to act on it. All right, so that is your reading, Gemini. But I would love to talk to you some more. If you want to join me over at Vimeo, I'm going to talk about from your person's point of view. Okay? All right, see you over there. And if not, have a great week either way. And it was nice talking to you, Gemini.